Hey, little buddy.
Now.
Kick in the back.
Come, Sagan. We ride to battle.
First blood!
I think I made a suitable example.
The red mist closes in.
Here we go. The battle waits for no one. We ride. Riding. Hurry up, say. I need to focus. We need to keep moving.
Denied.
I see them. Come on, Sagan. You are mine. I'm under attack. The battle. Need to hurry. I learn more about myself in no time to delay. Move. Now let's see them dodge this. We need to move. Got it. Time to move. No time to stand around. Yes, they're here. I take it for granted. That should make your friends think twice. Someone give me a hand.
Feast famine.
Yeah, boy! Yeah! Your strategy was rather cheap. Let's go, Sagan. Need to keep moving. I remember. Sagan! Komi! Knocking arrow. Wherever I'm needed.
This'll come in handy.
I earned that. Can't stand around here.
The stalwart will hold. The
We shall
weak
rise.
will falter.
I knew it. To kill you. Can't sit here and wait. Hurry! You look terrible. Coming! We have no time to waste. Where to?
Your top tower is under attack.
Riding.
A true warrior never rage quits.
Come on, Sagan. No time to delay. The battle waits for no one. Can't stand around here. I'm under attack! We have no time to waste. They're here. Need to keep moving. Let's get to it. Better you than me. Let me.
Double kill!
Time to move. Coming! Wherever I'm needed. The battle awaits.
Have fortified their structures against attack.
It's mine now. We need to keep moving. We need to move. Gotta get moving. By nights, your death will find you. Oh, say, keep your. Oh. We're moving.
The enemy attacks your top tower.
We've got to keep moving.
Look to your top tower.
What is this? We ride. Need to hurry. Can't sit here and wait. The more coin, the better. And away we go. Come on, Sega. My help is needed.
Your middle tower is
I've got
defending
plenty
itself.
of arrows left in the quiver. I'll fight as long as it takes. Moving.
Fresh meat!
I'm under attack!
Killing spree!
Maybe I am the princess of nothing.
The enemy's middle tower can withstand no
Burns, doesn't it?
The enemy attacks your bottom tower.
I won't be made a fool.
Dire structures are fortified. The hunger
I'm moving
rises
into
again
position.
to your bottom tower, but unbroken. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Returning.
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
Raise no hand in anger until. On the move. Let's go, Sagan. No time to stand around. Hurry! Yeah! Not now. Hurry up, Sagan. I'll take them all. What? Now the moonstorm breaks. Sagan?
The Phantom strikes.
Komi!
The enemy attacks your middle tower.
I'm moving into position. Bounty. I should buy a pair for Marcy. Otherwise they do me no good. Can't sit here and wait.
Fresh meat!
The battle waits for no one. Take flight! Davian isn't the only one. My aim is true. And away we go. Sagan? Komi! Where to? Need to keep moving. Perfect shot. They're here. Oh!
Assassination.
Can't let them see us. We need to keep moving. Shelter cannot. We have no time to waste.
Killing spree! Double kill!
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is gone.
Wherever I'm needed. Let's go, Sagan. Quickly! You cannot run from the light. Hurry up, Sagan!
Killing spree! Double kill! Dominating!
The battle starts! The eye of the world one gives me strength.
Mega kill!
need to
Double
hurry.
kill!
I always hate.
Double kill!
Let Yarrow, Yarrow! I'm unsagan! My help is needed. On the move. Like I have so I won't be denied victory. Can't stand around here. No time to stand around. Coming!
Invisibility.
They will bleed for this. The gold will help. We ride.
This should make my life easier.
Time to leave. Come on,
Very
Sagan.
cool of you.
Night Silver, protect us. Hurry! Come on, Sagan. We need to move. Fear the wrath of Night Silver. No time to delay. It's time! Gotta get moving.
I'll talk your ears.
Riding.
The diaglyph is now active.
Yeah! Need to hurry.
Tower is under attack.
And away we go. Coming! Double damage. Time to move. We have no time to waste. Come on, Sagan. Thrilling. What's up next? Moving. Wherever I'm needed. Let's get to it. Where to? Sagan? Comey!
Your middle tower faces a terrible test.
I'm taking you out. This will finance the team. We ride. lined up for another shot.
Killing spree!
I'll learn to control these
One
gifts.
down.
Vanish!
Four to
Lovely.
We need to keep moving. Can't stand around here. I'm moving into position. Hurry up, Sagan.
I'll do the same. Dominating!
Got him. Yes. I need to get out of here.
Very cool of you.
I can't sit here and wait.
The enemy's middle tower has
Returning
fallen.
home. There's the use of can't do that much. My help is needed. This will give Sagan a chance. I will rival Salamene. Hurry! On the move. Is that the last? My arrow calls the night.
Killing spree!
It's not my responsibility to protect people from themselves. Bram always hates this part.
Invisibility.
The battle waits for no one. We need to move. Need to keep moving.
Assassination is nature's way.
Yeah! No time. Your fate was written in the stars. The battle awaits.
Ah! Fresh meat!
Gotta get moving. No time to stand around. Come on, Sagan. For the glory of Night Silver. I'm moving into position.
Very cool of you.
Time to move.
The enemy's top tower falls to oblivion.
Coming! Shadows, take us. Wherever I'm needed.
Your
Can't
middle
sit
tower
here and
faces
wait.
a terrible test. Your middle tower has fallen.
On the move. Riding. A star fall decides this fight. My father's strength flows through me. We need to keep moving. Gotta get moving.
Your top tower is under attack.
Sagan?
Your
Cover
top
me.
tower has been overcome.
The battle.
Fresh meat!
I'm under attack. Go, Sagan! They're here. Comey, Sagan! Gods, everything hurts. Let's ride. Where to?
Very cool of you.
Starlight attack. Come on, Sagan. Yarrow, Yarrow! Hurry! Starfall. moving. And away we go. My help is needed. We need to move. Need to hurry.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
We ride.
Does immortality work for both of us?
Your death will find you. No time to delay. The battle waits for no one. Hurry up, Sagan. Knight Silver, protect us. Can't stand around here.
Lovely!
Let's get to it. No time to stand around. Need to keep moving. Come on, Sagan. We have no time to waste. Let's go, Sagan. Where did they find this?
Invisibility.
We slip into shadow. Let's go, Sagan. What do you just have to feel? The love of knights.
Face up.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
This war isn't over yet. The
Nothing
battle
is free in
waits
this world.
for no one.
You must earn your take.
In no time. All I can give us is a chance. Time to move. Coming! Where to? Come on, Sagan.
Killing spree!
Wherever, stay where you take off! Sagan!
Killing spree!
I'm under attack! On the move. Even
Killing spree! Double kill!
get to it.
Dominating! Triple kill!
The moonstorm breaks. Thanks for the gold. Riding. Quickly! Can't stand around here. I pierce the heavens! Hurry up, Sagan! Need to keep moving. can't sit here and wait. For the glory of Night Silver. I don't run from a fight. Need to hurry.
Has been destroyed. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
And away we go.
Destroyed the enemy's middle barracks.
I have an eye for angles.
Who might seize this chance?
Moving. Shelter must see. No
cool
time
of
to
you.
stand around. We ride. A starfall decides this fight. An easy target. We need to move. Come on, Sagan. Hidden even from the brightest light. I'll move into position, and then I'll strike. Hurry! Let me! I'm under attack! Perfect. Yes! That's the...
Mega kill! Unstoppable! Double kill!
God, I'm not walking.
Wicked sick! Triple kill!
Let's ride. You cannot run. God's everything. Sagan! I shall reach my full potential. We have no time to waste. The battle awaits.
Monster kill!
Let's get to it.
The enemy's middle tower passes into the enemy's bottom tower is gone. The
Sagan?
enemy's middle tower
Coming.
has fallen.
I trust everyone was out of sight. We can still live. Your fate was written.
Something in your eyes have failed the veil.
The boss said you had to go.
Please say real things soon. Thanks for the bullshit.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
I fear nothing that moves in the night. I am under attack! On the move. The battle waits for no one. And away we go. I didn't even need moss. Oh! Music without much. Oh! Oh! Let me! My help was needed. Wherever I needed. Not very exciting, but I don't have much choice. Can't stand around here. coming! No time to delay. No time to stand around. We bathe in mystic light. We ride. Komi Satan! Come on.
Double kill! Killing spree! Double kill!
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
We have no starlight. Need to hurry. Moving. It's not time.
Regeneration.
Time to move.
This should make my life easier.
Better you. Let's go, Sagan. The battle awaits.
This'll come in handy.
Hurry up, Sagan. Quickly! Your choices betray me. But I'm not in the mood for a chase. Only the wary might find us. Come on, Sagan. Need to keep moving. Riding. We need that. Can't sit here and wait.
Sisters of the Ring almost dead.
You don't get to
I am a robot.
moving.
Yeah, just kidding.
Come on, Sagan. To kill you, even the sky takes flight. Hurry up, Sagan. I'm not ready. Wherever I need
Enemy's top barracks.
your death will find you. On the move. Well done, Savior.
Salamat,
Make your band. 5 seconds remain. Seconds remain. 5 seconds. Seconds. 5 seconds remain.
I can feel it already. This is gonna be exciting.
Prepare for battle.
Let's find something to steal. This one's in the bag. Let's get moving.
30
Can't stay
seconds
here.
to battle.
Let's see where the road takes us. Can't stay in one place too long.
With the fate of the universe and the pride of 10 people on the line, this is Dota.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Come on, Jix. I'm going. Here we go. Let's go, Jix. A little mischief never killed anyone. Time to be trouble. I'm always on the move. I'm untouchable. Mischief elite. Good work, Jax. No time to dilly-dally. No one hands me anything. I earned this. Gotcha! Time to read. Let's find something to steal. Time to get into trouble. Time to move. I'll prove I'm the best. I need help! Let's fly. Jix, what do you say we go into the ourselves? The more power, the better. This place is boring. Time isn't any.
First blood!
We're going on a little field trip, Jix. Moving. What are we waiting for? Not so fast. Less his way, you think. My time has come. Let's see where the road takes us. Here we go. The world will remember the name. You ready for shenanigans? This isn't going to end well for you.
Your spell was short.
I got a few tricks up my sleeve. On my way. Well, this is going swimmingly, ain't it, Jack? Let's go. You should have ran. Let's find something to steal. Moving. Ah! Let's get moving. Mischief awaits. I forged my own destiny. Time to move. What are we waiting for? Time to be trouble.
Missing top.
Here we go.
New treasures.
I'll prove I'm the best.
Time to cut my losses.
You can't stay here. Run.
Missing
I'm going.
top.
Wait your turn, Jax. Let's see where the road takes us. Let's go, Jax. Stick around. Or I don't think so. Round loss. Let's go. Our enemies will run before us. No time to dilly-dally. Come on, Jax. Time to get into trouble. A little mischief never killed anyone. I'm always on the move. You ready for shenanigans?
The structures are fortified.
Having fun till that I disappear. Let's find something to steal. No one can stop us! What are we waiting for?
Killing spree. Double kill.
May you ride on leather zephyrs. Jax, would you say we find who did that and rip their eyes out? You're not ready for joy. You couldn't begin to understand the power of
The enemy attacks your bottom tower.
Let's see what we can... On my way. I'm going. Mischief awaits. No time to dilly-dally. Let's see where the road takes us.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Rise in my presence.
Long
Time to
has
move.
that tower stood against the rising tide.
Can't stay here. You ready for shenanigans? Easiest gold I've made all day. Yeah! We did it, Jax! Let's get moving. Got to go. Time to be tough. Let's go, Jax. Moving. I'll prove I'm the best.
The enemy attacks your top tower.
Let's fly. Let's find something to steal. Time to get into trouble. My time has come. Here we go. Come on, Jax. You think I don't know how to fight?
Your middle tower.
A little mischief never killed anyone. Let's see where the road takes us. I guess from me to you. I'm always on the move.
The enemy attacks your bottom tower.
What are we waiting for?
Killing spree.
No time to dilly-dally. Let's fly. You want me? Come get... Mischief awaits.
Dominating.
Here we go. Can't stay here. You're going to die slowly. Let's go, Jax. Go.
Dominating.
What is that? Let's stop some shenanigans, Jax. Tap, talk. Time to move. I think I was only... Let's stop some shenanigans, Jax. Time to get into trouble.
My blade
Double kill.
You died on the temple steps.
On my
Have
way.
no eyes to see it.
Dire structures are fortified.
I'd run from you.
Killing spree. Triple kill.
Killing more fun
Look to your top tower.
for you.
Your top tower has fallen.
puta Medusa. My god.
Your top tower is under attack.
You ready for shenanigans? We're going on a little field trip. Let's get out of here. The more money, the better.
Bottom tower.
Good work, Jax.
Dire have fortified their structures against attack.
I'll prove I'm the best. God, I love money.
The enemy attacks
Time
your
to be
bottom
trouble.
tower. Bottom tower is falling.
The shadows will protect me. I won't let you stop me! Moving. Your last move. I'm going.
Dominate aid!
Bottom tower is under attack. Seek an advantage.
My time has come.
Look to your bottom tower.
Come on, Jax.
You've lost a bottom tower.
A little mischief never killed anyone.
The enemy attacks your bottom tower.
I'm always on the move. Double damage. I'm going. Let's see where the road takes us. Let's see what we can take next. You should have walked away.
Your tower is under attack.
Time to be trouble. Let's get moving. Let's fly. Let's find something to
Your
steal.
middle tower is defending itself.
Treasures.
Bounty. Mischief awaits.
Your middle tower is
Gotta go. We did it, Jax! Time to get into trouble. Good. You'll see me again soon. You're on hold. You killed anyone? Alright, Douglas.
Killing spree! Double kill!
Wretched killer.
Your middle tower is under attack. Structures. Attacks your middle tower. Your middle tower can no longer be saved. Your middle tower faces a terrible test.
What are we waiting for?
Middle tower.
Time to move. Let's see you try to escape.
Your middle tower can no longer be saved.
More power, the better. It's not me.
ages ago.
A little mischief never killed anyone. Let's see where the road takes us. I take what's mine. Moving.
Oh, very cute.
On my way. My time has come. Come on, Jess.
Fresh killing spray!
No time to dilly-dally. Let's find something to steal. You ready for shenanigans? Here we go. I'm always on the move. Don't take too much time. Now you see me? That's more like it.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Forever. Mischief awaits. No time to dilly-dally. Let's get moving. Time to move. Don't take too much time. Get ready for a surprise. No one can stop us. I think a little mischief's in order. Can't stay here. Not so fast. Rex, this one's all you. Is out. Let's see where the road takes us. Leyline. Get to work, Jax. No one can stop us. You're not going anywhere. Let's fly.
Killing spray! Double kill!
I'm going.
I'm gifted.
We're going on a little field trip, Jax.
He was a rather portly authority.
Let's go, Jax.
Look now to your middle
Little
barracks.
bit frontal.
Dire structures are fortified.
I'll prove I'm the best. What are we waiting for? Time to be... Time to get into trouble.
Your middle barracks has fallen.
You ready for shenanigans?
Your middle barracks are under attack. Middle barracks has
Here we go.
fallen.
Time isn't on our side. Moving. Got to go. Have you now? A little mischief never killed anyone. Over here.
is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Let's find
Your
something
top
to
tower
steal.
has fallen.
Let's see where the road takes us. My time has come. Come on, Jix. I'm always on the move. Time to move. I have a surprise for you. I'm going. The world will remember the name Mariska. Moving. Let's fly. Can't stay here. What are we waiting for? Time to be trouble. Mischief awaits. We have revenge to mount.
Your middle tower is under attack. One side comes to regret this.
Welcome back.
Middle tower is under attack.
I saw that ending from miles away.
Is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. Bottom barracks has fallen. Your bottom barracks stands. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
No time to dilly-dally. I'll prove I'm the best.
Tigus.
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I am the Elder One. My path on spools. It's in the bag.
Prepare for battle.
Yes.
This one is in the bag, and I don't mean the saddlebag. Who said anything about saddlebags?
Road to oblivion.
30 seconds to battle.
Time flows.
Uy, Kilbs, thanks sa pag-share.
A path foreseen.
At pag-like. Thanks.
Face forward.
Uy, Kelvin! Shoutout kay Kelvin!
It shall be.
Shoutout sa'yo, Lobby. Kabuhat naman.
The battle is starting.
I'm under attack. Time catches all. The march of time. Dark portents ahead.
Joke lang, gago. Uy, Kelvin.
Inexorable.
Thanks. Kabuhat naman, pre. Turbo lang
Face
naman
forward.
to, pre. Buhatin mo kami ni Justin, pre.
It shall be. As foretold. Inexorable. The path foreseen. Dark portents ahead. Facebook in it. My path on spools. The march of time. I go.
No.
Road to oblivion. Time flows. Yes. My path on spools. Time flows. Attack! I'm under attack! Face forward. It shall be. A path foreseen. Your end comes. Inexorable. The march of time. Yes.
First blood!
Strygor's tracks run red.
Road to oblivion. Dark portents ahead. I go. The march of time. My path unspools. Road to oblivion. A path foreseen. Yes. My foresight's inexorable. I'm under attack! Time to fight! So it must be. Dark portents ahead. Time is the cruelest cut. I'm here. Time flows.
A little advice. Stay dead.
Face forward. No. It shall be. Face forward. Time flows. Foreseen is forearmed. I go. Foreseen is forearmed. Road to oblivion. It must be. Feel my mace! Null and void. A path foreseen. The march of time. Dark portents ahead. My path unspools. I foresaw your death the moment you were born.
Your middle tower is under attack! Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
It shall be.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. Dark portents ahead. The march of time. Steal your face. Face forward. Time flows. My path unspools. Road to oblivion. A path to see.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I go.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Bottom tower is gone forever.
Primal shard.
You really should look at your bottom tower. The enemy's middle tower didn't know what hit it.
My powers grow inexorable. Yes. I have a face now. I'm under attack! Road to oblivion.
Your top tower is under attack.
Face forward. Time flows. I go. My path unspools. It shall be. Yes. A path foreseen. Dark portents ahead.
Don't let your middle tower fall.
The march of time.
Lost knowledge. Lost.
Inexorable.
Your corpse shall cobble my road to Druid.
Yes. Road to oblivion. I'm here. Time quickens.
Praise to you.
Foreseen is forearmed. Foreseen is forearmed.
Let's talk about your top tower.
My path unspools. Attack.
Looks like Dire certified destruction.
Time flows.
The enemy's top tower just shattered into little pieces.
It shall be. Inexorable. My control improves. The march of time. Dark portents. Yes.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Time's up.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Full season.
You're stealing your eye.
Foreseen is for I'm here. Dark portents ahead. Time flows. A path foreseen. Inexorable. I'm here. Face forward. Yes. It shall be. My path unspoons.
Killing spree. Element.
Time quickens. Fate takes it. Yes. My path unspoons. Face forward. Dark portents ahead. Inexorable. The march of time.
Don't let your middle tower fall. Element.
My control.
Double kill.
My powers grow. I go. I'm here. Time flows. It shall be. A path foreseen. Face the future. Road to oblivion. Foreseen is forearmed. Time is money. Road to oblivion. Face the
Double kill.
It's a promise. Death, it's fulfilled. Dark portents ahead. It shall be. The march of time. I'm here.
Dominating.
Yes.
Mega kill. Double kill.
Dire Snow fortified their structures.
I return to fulfill my destiny. A path foreseen. Face forward. Time flies. Time flows. I go. Inexorable. It shall be. Inexorable. I go.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
A path foreseen. My path unspools. The march of time. Face forward.
You rock.
Time to fight. Road to oblivion. Face the future. I'm a meta. I face the darkness.
Mega kill! Unstoppable! Double kill!
I have seen the end of time.
Ill-gotten gains.
Time flows. I'm here. Foreseen is forearmed. Time is money.
Dire structures are fortified.
Dark portal. As foretold.
Hoy, sarado mo yung pinto na.
Road to oblivion. Dark portents ahead. Yes. The march of time. Time flows. I'm here.
Oh. Wala na ako, huwag na magulo.
My path unspools.
Haste.
Face forward. A path foreseen. I'm here. It shall be. I go. Inexorable. Foreseen is forearmed. My path unspools. The march of time. Yes. Out of time. Inexorable. A path foreseen. It shall be. Dark portents ahead. Your chronology.
This I gave up immortality? Bounty. You are learning in the ways of dying. Double damage.
The enemy's middle tower won't be making any more appearances.
Time tells, the mace fails. Face forward. Time flows. My foresight sharpens. I go. Road to oblivion.
Monster kill!
Inexorable. My path unspools. I go. Yes. The march of time. It shall be. A path foreseen. Road to oblivion. Dark portents ahead. Face. I'm here. I'm under attack. Time flows. As foretold. Indeed. Face forward. Inexorable. I go. My path unspooled.
Reclined.
You'd have done better to clothe yourself in knowledge. For all the good you expect.
The march of time. Time is the cruelest cut. My powers road to oblivion. Dark portents ahead. A path foreseen.
Dyers have fortified their structures.
It must be.
The enemy's middle barracks have fallen.
It shall be.
The enemy's middle barracks are no more!
Time flows. My path unspools. Inexorable. Yes.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
The march of time.
I can't wait!
It shall be. I'm under attack. Attack.
Double kill!
Time quickens. I'm here.
Like years in the rain.
Double kill! Killing spree! The enemy's middle tower didn't know what of it.
A lucky find.
In the land of time, the no-eyed man is king. Time flows. A path foreseen. Dark portents ahead. Face forward. Everyday lived is a page of history.
Radiant took down Motion. I trust there was a good reason.
Immortality. Face forward. I go. Yes. Fate takes you. My control improves. Road to oblivion. The march of time. My path unspools. Dark portents ahead. I'm under attack. It shall be. I'm here. Your time runs out.
Double kill! Killing spree! Triple kill!
Inexorable.
Dire structures are fortified.
final song. I'm here. Time flows.
Radiant wins! Called it.
Just as I envisioned.
Dire team ban.
The stomp double edge, a little bit of nuke damage there. I think they just want to make it so Slot can't, feel as comfortable hitting him as they would maybe other melee offlaners, like a Tide Hunter.
That's true, yeah. Retaliate is a
10
pain in the
seconds
ass.
remaining.
It's still so difficult to like read Secret's draft because even this Monkey
5
King,
seconds
you'd think,
remaining.
okay, it's Crystallis, but
Radiant
they've even
team
played
ban.
that for Zayats as well. But what's the kind of regular setup that you would expect here? Is it the Puppy Tusk, the Zayats Tusk, mid-lash?
I'm hoping for Zayat's Tusk with Centaur, and then mid-lash and carry Monkey.
Okay, and then Puppy's got his last pick for himself.
I mean,
10 seconds
maybe
remaining.
I'm completely wrong. It's really hard for me to
Dire
read
teams
it. This
turned
Visage
ban.
ban from Secret makes a lot of sense. After DP, I was thinking that Visage is probably the nicest one. There's also, I mean, what does Zibe play? He likes his Razor and stuff. He plays a lot of these annoying offlaners. The Enigma's banned already, Beast is banned,
The
Viper's
toxic
banned.
ones, Bat's gone.
Yeah.
10 seconds
There's
remaining.
potential for that Lycan, I guess.
Yeah, true. That is something they are lacking.
5
Tower
seconds
push.
remaining.
They need to fill that role.
God, how is DP getting so ignored?
Radiant
Have
teams
teams
turned
figured
ban.
this out? Okay,
There
she's
it
gone.
is.
Dire
It
teams
comes.
turned
It comes at the end.
Yeah.
And Disruptor Skyrath, the final bans from Into the Breach. Let's see. Is this a puppy hero? You know, where's the Chen? Where's the Enchantress? Where are these supports that they've all enjoyed so much?
Yeah, what do they want? If you pick a really squishy
Radiant
5
teams
support, I
turn
think
to
it
pick.
opens you up to getting burst and killed a lot, but okay, what is I
Whoa.
don't know what's going on anymore.
So, I mean, Puppy Lesh, I don't know, Zayat's Monkey King, Centaur, position 5. And this is the thing, like, you have last pick as ITB, and usually this is meant to be a gotcha. Like, here, this is going to round out our draft, it's going to counter a lane, it's going to do well, and you just don't
10
know.
seconds remaining.
You don't know where any of these secret heroes are going.
Well, it's so confusing for me
5
because
seconds
it's like
remaining.
Leshrac is your counter idea to Slark.
So it has to be
And-
core.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but if I look at the natural way of how teams like to pair up lanes, Centaur Leshrac as a lane would make sense to me.
Ooh.
Have it be a support
Is this-
Leshrac.
Is this a Timber game? I mean, you're against Lesh, but everyone else, strength, like melee strength heroes.
I think if it's a core Lesh, it's might be a hard Timber game. It makes sense, but I don't know, laning into like some core Monkey King with
True.
any Leshrac burst damage. You have a lot of burst damage in magical nukes with like Kunkka Boat,
Centaur, yeah.
Tusk as well, even with that tag team. You're going to be outputting a lot. It looks hard to me.
Excited there.
Yeah, a little bit.
ITB,
Choose your
Venomancer. Oh, we're talking about Zibe and his toxic heroes. Oh, there is the one. So, Rezo Lesh and Puppy Centaur. It is a 5 Centaur.
What in sweet
What
hell?
is happening? Yeah, new tech.
This
So-
is the power of the delay the game by one day, man. Like Puppy just slaved away last night doing Centaur demo mode checks.
I mean, that's pretty wild. Like, what's his role then this game? You know, usually we see from Puppy these Chens or heroes that can rotate, make things happen. I see Centaur as a hero that needs Blink Dagger and needs gold. What
I'm
are your
with you.
thoughts?
Okay, so my initial reaction to this is I'm I like it for the regen buffs, right? He has a lot of regen that is kind of ogre-esque. Probably, I'm assuming this is how Puppey wants to play it, where he is just a big body in front of his carry, trading clicks with the offlaner, and I don't know, playing the lane that way. I was thinking about the interactions of, obviously as a disengage tool. My only issue is it doesn't do anything but take a slot, right? You're leashed. You can't run away from that. I think it's important in this game for Team Secret to be itemizing to buy stuff like 4-star, so maybe that's easy for a Centaur to pick up. I'm not sure if on Tusk, Zayats wants to build more of a Blink Dagger and go for saves like that, but 4-star's good, and Centaur, good hero to buy it, to be fair.
He is. Is there any chance Aghanim Scepter? Can't the Leshrac.
I want to say, how is he going to afford it, but
it's Puppey.
It is Puppey.
He's pretty greedy as 5s go.
He is very greedy as 5s go. Don't have to sugarcoat it. He loves to increase.
I'm really curious. I mean, this is a best of one for your TI life survival. A win here guarantees you last chance qualifier status. Another chance to go towards that grand final for a direct invite to TI. It's best of 3 all tied up as we head into the final match. Secret against ITB. And both teams smoked across the river, getting some early wards down.
Okay, well, let's look at how these lanes are going to go. We have a carry Monkey King into a Venomancer. I guess if we used our brains for more than 1 second, this last pick would have been very... I mean, to be fair, we didn't discuss it much. But this last pick, Veno, ooh, man, that is going to be quite rough for the Monkey King. There's definitely a chance to kind of turn it around just because Veno is quite weak when jumped upon. But I feel like him and Ari are going to be able to sort of trade. What did Ari buy as items? He went a Wraith Band, so he wants to trade and do stuff in the lane, trying to kind of dumpster it and not work on like pulling waves and stuff. They want to kind of stand up to this Monkey King.
Okay. I just feel like maybe 70% of the time I see Veno, he dies twice in the first 2 minutes, right? And then his lane is shut down. If Secret can get a couple of kills on him, then the lane can struggle. But if Veno's allowed to just stand, get to like level 3, level 4, it's a rough life for Monkey King.
The best thing that they have going for them is the Tusk being on their team. Tusk is probably one of the best heroes at TPing to a lane and getting a kill. And someone like Veno with no ways to protect himself, that could easily be a gank for them if they choose to rotate him like that. The only problem that they have is that Leshrac is not an offlaner who's very good at being left alone, unlike something like a Timbersaw or a DP, so on. So, they're probably going to have to stick to the lane.
Yeah, he can get run out. Like a Frostbite and a Pounce can catch him out quite easily. There's some strong lanes from ITB. And of course, we've got Invoker versus Kunkka. Nisha shouldn't have the upper hand overall there. Tidebringer's annoying. Of course, he's a melee hero with pretty good base attack. Supreme's, he's going to get his regen up when he gets the Quas going, so the Tidebringer's not annoying necessarily for him. But just the fact the wave is always going to be under your tower and pushed towards you. Not ideal for Invokers. So we'll see that double null. Probably the boost into the urn. Puppey. Nice big wall stomp there. Just catching Ari.
Huge.
A massive AoE now, yeah.
It is, yeah. I mean, Seta got a lot of nice buffs. I don't know if he's really found his like role, so this could be the start of something. That change to the regen. Because yeah, I haven't liked him as an offlaner just because I feel like compared to a Mars who has this massive AoE area controlling all, like a pretty long range stun that can also reposition all this stuff, right? Compared to a Centaur who's like
a one-trick pony. He really is.
A one-trick pony, literally, yeah. He's got this little stomp that most, it's not even that fast. A lot of heroes players can read it and get that BKB off in response. It's so awkward. And it feels like with all this movement speed buffs over the patches, right? It feels like there's so many speedy heroes flying boosted travel that you're not even guaranteed to get away when you use Stampede anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering in the draft. Like, they're picking the Centaur into Slark. Is this their form of initiation? But with the cast animation of Stomp, Slark can Shadow Dance, he can Pounce, he can Dark Pact, get away. He's got that reaction time. Puppey just going to try and block any pulls. He's also stacked his small camp, so the ability there to drag lane back. So far, so good for the Monkey King. 9 and 5. Veno's 8 and 1. But they haven't killed the Veno. He's going to crack level 3. He's going to become even more annoying. And he's got Gale with Poison Sting up in his first 2 levels. So we'll see. Hit level 2 on his ITB side. a toss back could absolutely find a kill on Secret.
I want to say that Veno shouldn't die with levels here. And it is really hard for them to go. Your 2 melee heroes playing into Veno. You have an Avalanche that's going to be covering you. It's just a little, it's pretty rough. So they should rely a lot on rotations. If Nisha can come top at any point, that would be really helpful for them, as well as, yeah, if Zayas can get out of there. They have the large camp open bot, which is really helpful because it means that they can use this later down the line to get a pull off, get that wave underneath the tower for Rezo so that he's in a safe place to farm.
Yeah.
Then that's when Zayas can start to leave the lane, look for war runes, look for power runes, look for rotation top, so on.
Yeah, and coming back to Nisha, he's got 2 lanes he can play into, right? He's going to feel very happy when he's deciding to rotate with maybe some of these active runes, going into a Lesh lane where you've got an additional stun on top of the X mark through Split Earth. A lot of magic damage is going to come from Rezo, and the ability to chase and kind of drag people around with X, Shard, Snowball. Definitely have ways to get involved with these early skirmishes. It's going to be a lot of scrappy fights in a single target focus
Yeah.
galore from all these teams, from all these players, sorry. Looks like Zayas there just going to start stacking Ancients and large camp. I wonder if that's, yeah, probably going to be for the Kunkka. Kunkka, one of the heroes that can kill Ancients pretty early on from the mid lane.
Yeah, just get him made up big. This game, he could definitely go for his usual damage build that he seems to like to go on Nisha. This AC Hex is also pretty value if he chooses to go for it. Any extra lockdown that you have for the Slark is very ideal. Like, Puppy's playing 5, he's not going to have that blink element of surprise. It's also a little bit unreliable into a Slark. The same with Tusk. It's all very telegraphed ways to go on someone. You don't have an instant stun on really any of your cores.
It's like Monkey from the Trees is about it.
Yeah, so a Hex could be really helpful, especially if he gets like a Shadow Blade or something like that.
Level 2 Poison Sting now, yeah, Zibe going for that laning build. I wonder if we'll see what we saw from S4, that Urn with the kind of 2-3-0 build, then back into play towards. But down at bottom, they are going on Kadaro. Good Ice Shard there, and this Lightning Storm up to level 2, quite a lot of magic damage. Notaka trying to get some back onto the Tusk, he's pounced him up, leashed him, but slipping away. Zayas going to salve, and the Slark very low. Might have to TP home. He's gonna, oh, he's got a courier there, has he? Yeah, raindrops, no more regen though. Needs his maiden to come back. Give me tangos,
Yeah,
please, anything.
Maiden come.
A salve as well. Very nice.
It's okay. Yeah, rough lane. Honestly, really, really hard. I think this is the nice thing as well. When you talk about Nisha's ability to rotate on the lanes, if they can just keep wearing down Otaker on his Slog, it makes it so much easier. Because if Nisha comes and he's full health, then again, all this telegraph movement of stuns, you're X marking him, he's just gonna charge up the Dark Pact in advance and then kind of shrug everything off and pounce away. So you need to be able to either like get around him really hard on that X mark setup so he can't pounce out, or you need Rezo's level 6, or yeah, you just wear him down. He's really low health, and then there's no real chance for him to get out if Nisha makes that move.
Oh, Nisha gets a bounty rune and invis as well. Doesn't have bottle on the Kunkka, going for that double brace of phase boots. This is where Kunkka is incredibly strong. He's level 6. Of course, you know the Slark. On level 4, doesn't have the shadow dance yet.
Get out of
A
here.
bit of mana regen and then could look to rotate. Invoker's probably thinking along the same lines though. And we're not going to see the urn from him because of course Veno has already got one, so of course I stand corrected there. Curious to see what Supreme does then. If he's going for this Quaswex Invoker. Now Urn has been such an important, integral part of his item build. Now what's it going to be? Does he just go straight Midas now and start scaling this early on?
Witchblade is
is the
option, right?
Of course.
Yeah. That's what I've seen Invokers go, if not Urn. Throwing Monkey back top.
They are. And Chrysalis turns to fight the Veno. Speeds up into melee creep form. Might get the final hit in. Needs to bound the strike, it looks like. But here's the move from Supreme. EMP Tornado bursts through the Monkey King. Maybe even find Puppy on the right-hand side as well. They're trying to shift targets. They know they have to kill the Monkey. Zibe wants a little more. Has another Gale up. And there we go with these Urn charges ready. Zibe's going to chase them down and 2 kills. Out of the secret safe lane. Beautifully done by Supreme. And Zibe, the one to clean it all up.
Such a nice rotation from him getting involved. I think Nisha's focusing more on farming. Just really like going for that, taking these jungle camps, giving a little space to Zayas to get those levels too. Supreme, he's just chilling. He's just waiting for a TP opportunity. Otherwise, he's also going to chill and farm. I think that's just the easiest way for them to get involved, especially since you have on the side of Into the Breach like a lane that's going so nicely already. You're playing this Venno. You don't need Invoker to come bail your lane out. You're already pressuring Chrysalis.
And just compounding those issues. 28 last hits on Monkey. not looking great. But on the flip side, you do have like 61 CS on the Kunkka. You're right, a lot of these are jungle creeps. But you've also got Leshrac, who's sat in the lane and now just cleared a massive large camp. So Rezo, he's going to have his hood pretty soon on top of Arcane's wand, null tally. This Lesh is going to be huge.
He is. It is definitely a real concern. I think if Supreme wants to really make an actual move anywhere, maybe you can have Ari come mid. For that, I mean, he's going to get armed.
Now they're pouncing top. Puppey started it with a stomp. But when the Venno arrives, you realize very quickly that's not a spot on the map you want to be in anymore. Much stuff to deny Puppey, honestly. They don't get it done. Chrysalis hits him. And he dies to the poison regardless. And this is really good, solid damage on the tier 1 already. Even without the catapult wave now. It's down in that bottom jungle, Kidaro chased by Nisha and Rezo.
On Dire's top tower.
They do continue to pressure that Slark's lane.
Dire's courier has
Both the Slark and the Monkey having some serious problems. Chrysalis even losing his courier up top.
The teams are mirroring each other's movements right now. One move that they could have made on ITV was bringing Ari mid for a power rune or something like that, and then him bringing a smoke, and then you smoke your Invoker to bot, try and take a fight there. Because right now, Rezo is popping off. Like you said, it's a big issue, and he is going to be a counter to your Slark. And Witchblade and stuff on Supreme, it means that there's magic damage. They're really susceptible to it.
Supreme in the top jungle, again finding Puppey's Centaur. Won't be able to get away from that, even with the Fairy Fire popped. Good control of that deeper jungle as they took the tier 1 and pressed forward at the same time. And a quick swing in towards mid, it looks like, here as well. And catapult waves are spawning soon, so they're preparing for that wave to come in for a big push into mid.
It'd be really nice if they can get this tower, but there's a lot of ways to defend on Secret. Just Kunkka alone and his combo is it can easily get someone killed. They don't have the natural save, I think.
Oh, we've got the Wukongs here onto Ari. Zayat's on the tag team trying to slow him down. Looks like even the statues getting that slow proc out of the tag team. And Zibe focused down by resolution. So much magical damage as they kill off Kidaro as well. And there's the defense. They swing in with 5 heroes and Secret make sure that the catapult wave won't even reach the tower.
It's really easy to defend. It's honestly, because of this bottom tower going down, it makes it so easy for Secret to make the natural rotation of just walking through the jungle and coming out from behind. So ITV probably should have been aware of that being a move that could happen to them as they kind of walked up into the river like that. They don't have defensive wards back on their jungle, so at that point it's kind of too hard for them to react, and they'll just die. But yeah, they need to be careful. I think this Quas Wex build, probably the biggest impact that it did have for the laning stage was he kept Nisha on such low mana that he was never able to go rotate, never TP. If he wasn't getting these runes, he doesn't have a bottle either, so he's just so low on mana that he wasn't able to be super mobile around the map. But now it's not really like that anymore. Laning stage is broken down. He's been moving bot, taking that tower,
farming jungle.
Yeah, Nisha's just keeping up net worth and making good moves.
There's no one burning my mana in the jungle. I'm staying here. Zayat, he's gonna break the smoke. ITB will break him down as well. Pops his one, tries to snowball, but doesn't have the mana for it. Again, a nice little move to get themselves that position in the jungle. And it's all about clearing areas for Slark. They come in here, make sure there's no one ganking our ticker, so the Slark can keep on farming in towards that Mage Slayer. A little bit of a shift up there. Not going for the straight Echo Saber.
This is the weird thing about... This is the conundrum with Mage Slayer for me, right? I don't know if you agree. But a Mage Slayer is... He wants to jump on this Leshrac and hit him, right? And then he's doing so much less magical damage as a result. And that's sort of his aggressive way of, I want to fight and kill you. But at the same time, it's just kind of a weirder version of a BKB. You can still die. You can still get stunned. If he feels like this Mage Slayer is enough damage reduction to be able to fight, then I think it's a really good choice, sorry.
Yeah, I felt good about the Mage Slayer when it comes after, you buy Echo, you disassemble, then you get BKB, then you get Mage Slayer, and that's where it feels good. Yeah. Going it as a first item, yeah, it feels a little odd, but I guess you're right. That's his opportunity. Try and play around this Tiny, get in on top of the Lash. Secret here. They'll de-wall their jungle, try and give Chrysalis a bit of breathing room. He's down to the bottom of the cores, and in that Ancients area, and clear out all these Ancient stacks with the Freezing Field. Give Supreme a nice little rush towards the BKB now his Witchblade is done.
Gary, I need help. I don't know what happened, but I can now only see Radiant's perspective on the map. How do I make the pump go back to normal?
Oh geez, I can't remember the default hotkeys. It's like press F3. It's one of the it's one of the F buttons.
Oh yeah.
It's F3?
It's F1. Thank you.
It's F1, okay. Yeah, I shifted all my hotkeys, so struggling to remember the default ones. Is that you found it?
I'm free.
I've had that before at a LAN, and sometimes like your settings aren't saved, and like you've got someone else's settings in your game. And I pressed dire perspective, and there was no hotkey set to move it back to the other one. So like I'm going through options, advanced spectator settings. God, please, I just want to see the map.
Okay, all right, we're safe. We're good.
14-minute BKB on Nisha. He's got Daedalus queued up.
I mean, this is the thing. He likes to go this damage build, and he's been farming all game. He's gonna walk into Ari's line of sight. Around this smoke. Do they see it? Yeah, under a ward.
Yeah, Radiant Vision sees it coming. ITB. All coming back to their tier 1 mid. Secret are still looking for the line here, and they'll look for the torrent, but Nisha not landing it. Found the strike, was optimistic from Chrysalis. That's where Secret got to reconsider their options now. An Axe Mark, a torrent, a Bound of Strike, all missing out. They've got to find another place on the map to be. Oh, some long lines drawn by Resolution, like someone go farm top. Someone go and deal with this, but Puppey being turned around on. Went up for that top rune, gets caught out by Supreme. That's your first stack on Slark as well.
Oh yeah, good for him. Seeing that move with that ward, it probably should be clear to Secret that it's there now, and they should de-ward it. They're even just going to smoke back into this vision to try and take advantage of it.
And Chrysalis is going to get jumped though. Tranquil moves on his tiny, he's pretty speedy, running forward. The Gold Snap going to stop the Wukongs, and Supreme controls the Monkey King. Perfect disables onto him. Well, Zayat has rolled in here. Secret wants to try and continue fighting. They're swarming down, TPing with Puppey as well. Tag team runs out, and Zayat struggling to do the damage he needs. Stamping into Stomp, oh, barely missing. Maiden is back in Fountain, while it looks like Rezo with Nisha. Finding Zibay's Venomancer, chain stunning him with a boat and a split earth. The toss back on the tower. Not going to do too much to Nisha there, as Resolution will just clear up the Veno.
A lot of damage onto Reza with that ult. They can take a proper big fight with this Veno next time it's up. That could be pretty devastating for Secret. It's nice having this rum buff though in it.
Yeah.
Like the ability to damage reduce so much of it.
I'm kind of excited if we see that latent toxicity come back again. That shard from the Venomancer was really cool the first time we saw it. You were explaining that, you know, he pops through BKB and he's only dispel, you're taking like 300 damage, getting stunned for what, 2 seconds or something? Yeah,
it's
2 seconds
pretty
stun.
good stun, yeah. And they're not buying like Yule Scepters and stuff, because that's probably the only real way to deal with the latent toxicity, because you can, when you Yules, you dispel it, and also it still stuns you, but you're stunned while Yulesing, so it's probably the best item to deal with it. Everything else, I mean, yeah, all these BKBs totally would get countered by the latent toxicity.
It looks like Puppey's still having some struggles here. Every time he shows on a lane, he's losing all 423 mana he's got to 1 EMP. Trying to get into the Glimmer Cape. But ITB holding their tier 1 with 4 heroes in the vicinity. And this is a lot of room for the Slark. You know, he's racing up the net worth. He's now top of the Radiant cores. Miles ahead of the Monkey King at this point. Secret much more reliant on the Kunkka and the Lash to be the carries this game so far.
Yeah, it feels like timings aren't aligning for Secret properly. Like Nisha's finished his BKB, for example, and I think that's one reason why they wanted to fight boss so badly. But at the same time, Crystals hasn't got a BKB. The Shrek hasn't got a BKB. They're like relatively tanky, and I think that's why they feel pretty good, because they have the Eternal Shroud. There's still that threat and worry, especially playing into a Venomancer. If they can catch him first, that would be so good for a fight.
And they're trying to pivot from the Roche Pit up into Ancients area, and they see the Slark. One of the great things about Kunkka is he cannot dispel this X mark in the... Oh, the Wukong's command comes. The torrent is there, but he's in the Shadow Dance. They're trying to chain stun him so he can't escape, and they do it! So many stuns and projectiles launched at this Slark, he couldn't escape.
Bro, that was the most anti-Slark thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, every AoE stun under the sun.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Oh, he messed up the dog pack on the ship, unfortunately.
Tower
Meant
deserves
that he
just
could
as
just
much help as
come back and get
Radiant's
stunned up.
top tower has
I wonder if it would have
fallen.
gone differently otherwise. But yeah, I mean, they had so many stuns on that ground. Really nice gank, actually. Obviously, it would be nice to catch someone like Zibe because it needs more for more kills.
Dyer's
But
bottom
the carry
tower
is
is
by
being
no
chipped
means
away.
a sad catch.
Yeah, that's a pretty big one.
Radiant's top tower
I
deserves
just,
just as much
taking
help
that
as
tier
Braum.
1 is also going to help them out as well because they've struggled to get onto this mid tower. You know, ITB are throwing everything to defend it. So that does give them a little bit of wiggle room around the Roche pit in particular. Another fight could lead into grabbing Aegis.
Yeah, Zipe's going for a 4-staff, which is pretty nice. Obviously, I am someone who highly values 4-staffs and what they give. But I would want it more for Secret's team than Into the Breaches. For Into the Breach, if you were to try and poke at the mid tower, for example, a 4-staff's not going to save your life just because of the X marks. I think usually in that situation, you either buy something like a Yules or you buy a BKB, and that's how you're going to be allowed to fight. Maybe he is playing with the intention of letting someone else, like Oteka, be the one that pushes the tower, and then if he gets gone on and gets stunned, then he can just reposition him and get him out. So it might be more of a I'm playing behind you type deal rather than I'm playing up.
And kind of set up, play with wards, hide in the trees, play from fog.
I really want to see Venno get this shard after his 4-star though, and then go BKB.
They're trying to catch this Invoker. I do have the sentry down, and they were attempting a D-ward when Supreme was contesting it in this mid lane. Now Nisha stepped forward. He does have this BKB up and already naturally tanky with that Rum hangover on him. And Supreme BKB's up. Zayas blinks in. A Stampede to disengage and retreat now as Nisha has the BKB. Turns and focuses Kidara with one slap of the sword, but not going to get any takedowns with that Sunstrike off the mark. Probably not enough damage either. Just level 2 exort, it looks like.
Would have been cool though. Like, damn, he's got good accuracy. But, I think it's just standing around mid. It will benefit both the carries. For a while, Crystallis was sort of hanging around mid, which I don't want to see him do. I think if I want him to get involved only when a fight breaks out and he can sort of TP to it. He needs to catch up and he needs to make use of this.
Oh, Glimmer from Puppy trying to save Zayas, but they've got Reveal down, and now they move on to the Centaur instead. Toss him back into the ice wall. Centaur just trying to stomp and delay his death. But ITV, they bring the numbers. 5 heroes mid around a catapult wave. Hitting a timing here with this Slark Aghanim Scepter. Trying to push forward. They're looking for the secondary timings as well with Tiny Blink and a 4-staff on this Crystal Maiden. So getting a tower here, putting gold in your support's pockets. Incredibly vital.
Dyer's middle tower isn't.
And now Oteka has his Ags. It means that like we'll see people playing with him more. Like he's been kind of excluded, it's felt like, from ITB's lineup as he just tries to farm up. But now, you know, if Tiny and him are close to each other, they could maybe get a kill together. We can see Invoker kind of going towards Slark. If Slark plays on these side lanes, for example, and someone shows there, it's easy to leap into follow up by any one hero. There's kind of a lot more kill threat just by having this.
Yeah. Amplify your hero pairings.
Yeah, otherwise they're just chilling until this Blink Dagger. It's coming now on the Courier. I definitely think ITB can smoke with this. They have BKB on Invoker. Slark's feeling pretty strong with his Mage Slayer, and Crystallis is still so far off of his BKB.
Go. And he can disassemble the Echo, right? So he's like 800 away from doing that for the recipe of BKB. Still a little bit, needs a couple more creep waves to get himself ready and underway. I kind of liked what I saw Zibe queuing up a few moments ago. He had Aghanim Scepter in his quick buy. Having that percentage-based damage against all these tanky strength heroes would have been incredible. But it looks like he just wants to be survivable. Wants that BKB, rather.
Yeah, I want the BKB. I don't know where he's going to get his shot from, though. I do think it's really high value, and they haven't even taken first Roche yet, so you can't get it from a Roche skill.
I think Slark is also thinking about his one. Doesn't look like he's committed for it. He had a they're all like queuing these items and thinking, nah, I need BKB. Nah, I need BKB. They need ways to contend with heroes like Nisha who are just diving into your jungle. Getting a catch on Tiny. X-Mark boat comes through. The Stampede 4-staff. Puppy moves on to the second target now, which is the Crystal Maiden. Burst down, and Rezo grabs a double kill for himself. I could quickly shift this into a tier 2 push. Wave is already here. Level 4 Edict, no joke when you are shoving into towers.
Under attack.
They didn't have vision, did they? On ITB. It looked like they were sort of looking for bot, and then the smoke broke on Kunkka. I don't know if they knew who they were initiating on, or if they just... This is why
Radiant
this lineup is a little bit rough. You're playing into BKBs and you don't have proper lockdown for, no follow-up. He uses Avalanche and, there's no Boundless Strike into Left Track, Split Earth into Centaur Stomp. Like, you don't really have that follow-up. So for ITB, it would be really nice to see Invoker, for example, Supreme buy a Hex at some point. Also, Veno could potentially get it after the BKB if he wants to. Just some more lockdown. Be really keen so that your initiations are a little bit smoother.
Yeah, it's Avatos into BKB from your enemies. That's the chain of events.
Yeah, because they want to take pretty extended fights on ITB, but it kind of sucks when you smoke up and you're not able to get a kill like that. Obviously, you force the BKB from Nisha, so now you actually have a chance to smoke again and just go in, right? Reinitiate while that's on cooldown, and then you can die, because these long extended fights, these fights that go on past when a BKB is down, you have so many ways to fight into them, right? You just talked earlier about how good this Axe was on Slug, being able to pounce in, then pounce out, kind of force things, go back in, play around the skirts of the fight. Meanwhile, like, Invoker's gonna constantly just be wanting to cycle through his spells, so the longer a fight goes, the more he's getting out. Veno's just gonna poison over you, and that's just gonna do pretty long time damage over time. So yeah, here comes the smoke.
That's one of the most irritating things. If they are able to kite and bait these BKBs, Venomancer becomes incredibly potent as they count straight in. Slark jumps on, of course, with the Kunkka trying to get Nisha, but they've got the Wukong through Chrysalis with his BKB up. They lose Nisha now, but Rezo and Chrysalis able to turn. Oh, it's just a Crystal Maiden though. That's all they get, and they're all tagged by this Poison Nova and Gale. ITB, they can go back in. Supreme grabs a double kill, and the chase is on. Tornado, Avalanche, catching out Monkey King, Centaur trying to stop them and hold them back, but the toss is there, and Secret lose 4. ITB, they knew that was their moment, the window to strike, and they do it beautifully.
They did. That is literally perfect scenario for them. And also something I really like that Oteka did in that fight is that he pounced onto Rezo, hit him once, and then changed targets. Like, I don't think he had any illusion about trying to kill Rezo because he has that BKB. But he wanted to make sure the Mage Slayer effect was on him so that he could then hit other people without caring, or at least then force Rezo to use his BKB pretty early in the fight. Like, we talk about how they want to take these longer fights. So yeah, like, managing to kind of get that out instantly on Rezo is such a win for him.
And you see the strength of this Poison Nova. They're all on the run, but they're all ticking down. Lower and lower they drop. And ITB all pretty... Like, nobody bought back, right? They're all super healthy. They go into that fight. Just the fact that Kunkka BKB is down makes it a hellish battle for Secret.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
It was good for them. They just took that initial little spat that caused deaths, but they got the BKB, they got what they wanted. They had their condition to go take the fight, and they did it. So now for Secret, looking at them, they've been really kind of doubling down on just managing to get damage out, right? Like, Nisha's going for this Daedalus build. He isn't going for the AC Hex build. Chrysalis, he's finally finished his BKB. He did use it that last fight, but he's not quite got damage items yet. He'll need to go for that. I know Leshrac was kind of piling on that Eternal Shroud and wanting to fight early with the Kaya and stuff, but it kind of was just not giving them avenues to really fight, because ITB had some pretty good early game wards down. I guess going into the future, ways that they can start fights is with this blink on Tusk. If you can get a punch off on Invoker, that could lead to just all of the follow-ups chain stun that we've talked about.
Is this one of those games where it's like all down to who jumps first? It's like who dares wins, who jumps first. They're the ones that actually get the fight they want, because it feels that way, especially for ITB. I don't know about Secret.
It's hard for me to say, just because, like I said, I think ITB want to force out cooldowns and then they want to go. If they fully commit in, maybe with all these BKBs on Secret, it's not that bad, because they have so many stuns. Like, if they get stunned with you...
There's a catch on Nisha. He's going to have to BKB up to get out of the frostbite. Zions and Rezo trying to turn, but they miss the split earth as the Wukong from Chrysalis comes out onto Zibe. Gets out his Poison Nova though, as they lose the center on the back to Oteka. No, he pops his one. Glimmer Cape away. Another Slark in a bit of trouble. Trying to stack up Essence Shift. He pounces, not quite across the cliffs, but he's hidden here by the high ground ward spot. Now another pounce gets him down to low ground. Secret, they lose one, getting a couple of kills, but expending a lot as the Sunstrike just off the mark there, looking for those low HP stragglers after the Poison Nova.
Oh, that played out. exactly how I thought it would. Well, that makes me feel good. I was, yeah, like this, they get the toss, right? But because they have so little stuns, it doesn't really do anything. Nisha just BKBs and walks back, and then suddenly they have full vision of where ITB is. They put these high ground wards down, and it just, I mean, they had them down, sorry, at the start of the fight even. And you just see the ability for them to kind of counter turn with their BKB, and there's not really much ITB can do. They need more items, I think, to make plays like that. They need hexes, they need a basher on Oteka, or like at least if Secret Turn, for example, right, this depth shroud, the shard on the Slark, if he can put that down on Zibe, that might make him able to sustain a little bit longer. He's gone this 4-star to try and get himself out of the Monkey King ult, but it's not enough as we saw.
And Slark needs a partner. He can't be doing all this on his own. In that fight, he was kind of isolated. After the Tiny jumped in, retreated, and fell into the Wukong's command, Slark was up on that high ground, battling on his own.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more.
Maybe the fight turns differently if they didn't play under that high ground ward, though. Because Secret did see everything. And you're in this sort of small area, right? The entirety of ITB, for them to get into the fight, they have to go up this very narrow staircase.
The choke point.
Yeah, it's like a pretty rough choke point where Secret are just playing from different angles. They got Chrysalis in the trees.
Exactly right. He's got an angle of his own.
Yeah. I do think though it's better for ITB to play either a poke game or play to get pickoffs on side lanes for now, until they have more items. Secret will just get... Secret are very strong when they're together. That's kind of like the nicest thing for them. You know, you have so many tanky heroes that take so long to die. Like all these BKBs as well. It's very hard for ITB to sort of commit heroes in without getting punished in some way. When Zayats is able to delay a death on someone with that Blink Snowball. You know, Rezo's just pumping out extreme AoE damage. The more that you pop into them, the more they like it. All this cleave damage from Nisha. So on, so on.
Hey, like pulling a cave from Puppey, and we were talking about how greedy he can be as a... I don't know, he's not a position 5, is he? We can't call him that. He is a position 4 from the safe lane. He's higher net worth than the Tusk. Has his Blink Dagger now as well. Philosopher's Stone obviously helping out to get to these bigger items. And now another form of initiation from Secret where Puppey can be that selfless initiator. He doesn't mind if he jumps in and dies as long as he gets out on his spells and allows his Nisha and Chrysalis carries to actually stay alive. That's his ideal goal. And it feels like every blink and every initiation form you have, it like amplifies the previous one you got. So you got Blink on Tusk and Blink on Centaur. You got Primal Spring from Monkey King. Kunkka with a Silver Edge can gap close and get on top of people along with the X marks. Everything here makes life much more challenging for heroes like Slark and Invoker, who you've been talking about want to kind of play the outskirts, reset, draw these fights out. If they're being permanently jumped and chased, they're not comfortable. They can't go doing this back and forth gameplay.
Exactly. I guess the later the game goes and the more damage and tools that ITB get though, you have to respect and fear Ari's tossback more on Tiny. Especially if he gets a key target, because yeah, they got Nisha there, but if you can kill someone like Monkey King at the start of a fight, that would be pretty huge for them. Because then he's not able to get that Wukong's command down, because that Wukong's was massive last fight. Just instantly blew up Zive.
Yeah, there's a pain. Oh, Slark. Jumping in aggressively. X-Mark, Torrented, Splitter, Nisha in, the boat, the full staff save with the BKB and the Shadow Dance. He still dies though to Rezo's Edict. And chasing towards Kidara's Maiden, but a good move up towards that little nook on the high ground there. Does get the TP away.
A little bit of greed. A little bit of greed, Gary. Didn't want to pop his BKB for that X-Mark.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah, relying on that Dark Pact. Obviously a nice force-up from Kidara, but Edict goes for BKB. Can't just use that and hope to be okay with that low health.
Absolutely can't. Looks like ITB still wanting to mount a defense on his tier 1. Chrysalis missing that Boundless Strike means no follow-through from Puppey and Zayats. They are eyeing up an initiation. They will find the Blink Star before staff for the X-Drag back. They're going inside the Wukong's command. BKB a bit of safety for Supremes. As they turn up to Zibe, he got out his poison Nova, so irritating for Secret to continue fighting, but they're going to get the kills regardless. Even with that poison Nova on them, they're also tanky. They kill the tier 1 and only lose the Tusk.
They're ticking down from
that's the thing. This is a situation where
anyone else.
If they had the Slark alive there, you could see them chasing, right? ITB would chase, find another kill, a bonus one on the monkey or the Kunkka.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how they want to play the fights, and they're not getting them given to them by Secret right now. I think even if you look to that fight that ITB lost initially on that high ground, that was kind of an example, right, of Secret not giving things to them. They're standing on the high ground together as a team. They're bunched up, ready, waiting to counter. I think something that Into the Breach do a lot is group up and try and take a lot of fights. And I think in the games that Secret have lost to them, they've been a little bit spread out. They've not been bunching together as a team and getting picked off. And that's sort of what allows ITB to really chase them down. So this game, they've done a much better job of sticking together and covering each other.
Regeneration.
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting heading into late game now. Like, look at Secret, and they've got Monkey, Lesh, and Kunkka, these 3 cores who can scale with multiple sources of like magical and physical damage. ITB kind of just have the Slark, but they've got the kind of anti-carry in the Veno that's going to contend with Secret's tankiness. And Invoker, he has these weird ups and downs, right? He has like good early game, weird mid game, but then when he starts transitioning hard into Exor, like he's pretty much already there. You start considering him as one of the real strong super late game heroes. BKB start wearing down, they're down to 6 seconds, and then his spells can start opening up much better. Smoking up top. Scanning, spotting the vision. Hidaro D-wards. Secret are preparing themselves for this though. They are ready to jump, and they'll see Ari, but he's already blinked away. Zayat with the shards, trapping the Tuscan and giving a bit of vision, forcing the self-heals. That'll lead to the taunt though. And now Otsuka is in onto Zayat. The puppy blinks back in, the boat, the kill. Where did Slark go? He disappeared on my screen. Didn't he just cut him down? I thought that was the Tiny. He is destroyed. Now Reza chasing with a slow out of the storm. They pulled the BKB from Zibe. A lot of damage from Nisha. That's where it's coming from. These big Tidebringer crits and hits.
What the hell, Gary?
Can we see that back?
I was completely with you. Yes, I have to see that. I thought Tiny died.
Because he pounced in and just lost 80% of his health. Look at how much damage this Kunkka's doing. 1,000 damage from the Kunkka onto that Slark. Oh, that's bonkers.
Alright. Well, I think Otaker is starting to realize how liberal he needs to be with his this is the second fight in a row now where he's tried to hold on to it.
Something tells me we have
a quick Roshan for Secret, giving it to Resolution so he can keep moving forward aggressively, be that frontliner for them.
Unlucky find.
I do think that this BKB stuff is sort of a symptom of how they want to play. Where when I talk about wanting to sort of force Secret to use stuff and then they want to catch them on the way out and you try and hunt, run them down, you use your BKB to start a fight. You're not really getting what you want. You want to force them to use stuff. You don't want to use stuff yourself. You're playing as you're like Slark that can pounce in, pounce out, uses death shout, use a shadow dance. You know, he doesn't want to just commit hardcore, but these heroes, this draft even from Secret, it is very much geared to punish you fully if you don't use that BKB. So looking forward, I'm sure he'll just be a little bit more careful. It's going to get worse and worse from here on out. You know, as Nisha gets more damage, these crits are going to get bigger. He's going to be so much. And
it's not something we usually see Slark buying an AC. But he knows he needs the armor to survive. Against Monkey, against Kunkka. They've got this Dessa on the Monkey King, so that's only amplifying the physical damage from Tag Team, from Wukongs, and Tidebringer in particular.
Things are getting better for Secret for sure now. Now they have this Aegis, they can poke at the high ground and force PPs back from ITV. They can also kind of form that sort of wall across the map as... whoops, oh my god, Lucky died.
Yeah, TP top trying to hold out the wave. Nah, just a...
Yeah.
He's at position 5.
Yeah, it's a disgusting position 5. Who cares about them?
That's 40 seconds of Aegis kind of wasted, though. And this is where Secret maybe want to sit back a little bit.
Yeah, they can go for that push on bot to kind of force TP. They're just resetting the lane now. I guess they'll look for some kills top. They can push this all the way out and take that tier 2 tower top. I think their aim with this Aegis will be to take these 2 tier 1 towers. And if they can take those, that just makes it much easier for them to hold the triangle, for example. God, Kiryu nearly dying to that crit from Invis.
Step lively.
Yeah, Nisha, not kidding around.
Is on board.
Got his Orchid now as well on this Kunkka. So another way to play around after the BKBs, or even just force a BKB early by putting your Orchid on people. And what are we down to now? 6 on the Invoker, 7 on the Slark. Veno's still up at 8. So Zibe gonna have that extended BKB for himself. And then over on the Dire side, of course, Monkey down to 6, Lash down to 6, Kunkka down to 6. They've all spent their BKBs to play actively these first 36 minutes.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
And Rezo crashes into that top tier 2, has everybody behind him. It looks like Secret, they know there's going to be vision here from ITB. They don't want to play into it, so they're holding back, waiting for ITB to come to their ward instead. That's what ITB are going to do. They're going to oblige, but Puppey a little out of position, but a quick blink and a 4-staff glimmer. Oh, the speedy reactions out of Puppey.
I think it's flipped himself.
He has. And Rezo sprinting forward, not going to connect with anyone. Yeah, Puppey proving age doesn't matter. He's got the reactions of even some of these younger Zoomers.
Does. Oh, he's gonna look to cut top now, it looks like. Chrysalis. I mean, it's smoked.
Risky. They're gonna turn around though. Finding the Tusk instead. Rezo clipped by the Gale, but Ari, he's dead. Quite a bit of damage onto Rezo here, and a good EMP tornado. Looking to try and reinitiate, but with this Aghanim Shard on the Lesh, these split earths just building up in areas of control. Secret are so good at taking choke point fights. You don't want to meet them on a staircase or a ramp or in Roshan. You want, like, ITB need open spaces to fight, don't they?
Yeah, it kind of works for them both in a little way, right? If you're getting put in a choke point on Secret, then Invoker's gonna land all of his spells. Everyone's sort of together for Zibe to use his ult, but it definitely favors Secret a lot. Nice reaction from taking this.
Well, there he goes. Pouncing back to safety. Closing in on it. Salt Cuirass.
Secret will kind of start on whoever they want.
And they're going to start on Kadaro. Or Dragon Bat. Crystal Main getting held down by Ari here, though. And Kadaro with the freezing field with BKB up for Otake is turning to fight into Nisha, but now the Wukongs from Crystallis forces them all back. Quite a lot of cooldowns expended by Secret just to keep Nisha and the rest of them alive.
Fine, they have to back now. They're quite low mana and resources. This Aegis is about to expire. You are looking now to just reset this map, get your resources, and then look to re-engage. They have these double wards on the triangle, so there is a chance that they could try and smoke into it again to sort of defend the territory that they've claimed. I think ITB actually think they might even just be up there. They're gonna poke his head up.
Nobody here, just an obs and a sentry.
Okay. Crystallis is getting his mana back now.
Difficult to catch this Nisha Kunkka though, using X Mark to shove waves safely. They are smoking down into bottom Ancients, seeing Zayats, but again, the blink away from this pounce. Puppey and Zayats, both very quick with their fingers to jump away from him. And Slark even there had the Cloak of Flames, which I think tagged the Tusk, but there's that window, right? The brief moment of being able to blink. Ari, though, going to make sure they get the catch, kill the Tusk. Split Earth landing from Rezo, and a lot of damage in towards this Tiny and Slark. They'll just focus Ari down, get Rezo this beyond godlike streak, 10-0-7. Marching forward. Team Secret still feeling comfortable with that buyback from Zaya. It's just amassing their forces down bottom.
ITB could potentially hold this high ground, but I don't think they use BKBs on Secret. So it's... yeah, they didn't. So it's still hard for them to fight. Otake didn't have to use his either, which is pretty big. There's still some time here where they don't have Roche up, so everyone's not super clamoring around top, but we should see soon. ITB will try to fully control like this triangle, play around a ward of their own. We've seen it 100 times. You put the high ground ward down, you see everything, you play into it, you sit there for 5 minutes, and then you smoke into each other and a massive fight happens.
Yeah, that's the way of things. I try to catch Supreme top, but he's pretty quick out of there with the Ghost Walk and the Boots of Travel Speed. Man, I was in the draft, I was saying there's the potential for this Leshrac to be position 1, right? And even though it was from the off lane, it kind of has become this carry. 28,000 net worth on Rezo, unkilled. Really amassing this huge inventory of items, heading into Scythe of Vice next. An absolute monster.
Like yeah, Crystallis is lagging behind in net worth, but you see why. It's because everything's gone into Rezo. And it's not like he's, not going to be able to do anything in these fights by being behind. He's going to get that Wukong's off. He has a nullifier. He's kind of just making sure that they have all the tools necessary for his teammates to just do maximum amount of damage.
Old Slark, stunned up, gets off his Dark Pact, and Wukong's there again, zoning ITB back. An awkward engagement as it looks like ITB will swing to turn with a toss back on Lash. They can't focus him down though. Rezo's far too tanky. They're poking and prodding, waiting at the Wukongs. In comes Supreme with Alacrity on Undertaker. Good deafening blast going to push them back, but Rezo, he's still up and running. Out of mana though at this point, so lacking the damage a bit from Secret as the Slark will get away in a great 3-man avalanche. Snowball across the side, back into the Slark. They don't get him though. A pounce away gives them the safety they need. And there we go with Nisha, critting them down. Just get the triple kill off the back of a Tidebringer strike. And Puppey in the end did Stampede Blink to catch the Slark. A dragged out extended fight, even heading towards the Roche pit with the Slark there, but Secret come out on top.
Are just ahead. They are ahead in network. They're so tanky. You're really feeling how hard it is for Slark to kill. He's queued up this basher earlier, but he realized I can't go for it. I have to go to the armor. Like you said, playing into Nisha and doing all this damage is so hard. Like he needs the AC instead, and as a result, they just don't have this lockdown. I think it's like much harder for ITB. You can even see in that fight, Venom's BKB goes down, and then the Conquer just reinitiates on him and kills him because he can't get away. There's nothing he can do. Same goes, honestly, at this point for Slark. Now that, like, because he's not really strong enough, doing enough damage, it means that Rezo, for example, is just living through everything. He has armor, he has tankiness, he has a Bloodstone, an Eternal Shroud, and then he's the one living longer and outputting all that damage with Pulse Nova onto the Slark.
Yeah, and I think it's got to be said, you've been talking about it even back into Europe East, now into Europe West, 4 staffs. You know, we've seen games where nobody's picked them up, and we are really focusing on them now because we've got, what, 4 staffs in this game? And in that team fight, you could see the Monkey King drifting around, getting double 4-staffed away from the Slark, away from the tiny tossback and any forms of further initiation ITB had. And the same story from ITB as well. You know, Crystal Maiden has one. Tiny might be looking for it. Yeah, he's looking for one as well, on top of the Venom's 4-staff that he's already picked up. So many ways to kite BKBs, extend these team fights, and give you more opportunity to move back in.
They're just really struggling on ITB to kind of lock someone down to do enough damage. Like you talk about the 4-staff, yeah, you're getting a toss back and he's instantly kind of getting out, or having a Satanic, having a BKB that gives him like a 2nd, 3rd life to sort of stand his ground, get out. And ITB just don't have that lockdown to stop him from doing it. This is why I really wanted to see a Hex on Invoker. If you're able to Hex, you know, start with a tiny Avalanche combo, follow up with a Hex, put down Sunstrike, Meteor, Slark hitting them. If you're able to burst someone, it makes your fights just much easier. That hurts so much, man. There's so much damage, dude.
So yeah, Zibe is standing on his high ground mid. Nisha cleaves off the wave, and yeah, half HP. One Tidebringer, and he's half HP.
All this AoE threat from Secret. They even bought a Hex on Rezo. Like, they understand that if they just have more ways to lock down ITB, they can just win these fights. They just have more stuns.
Yeah, because we're not seeing Lincolns or Lotuses. Oh, Lincolnses or Lotuses.
Lincolnses and Lotuses.
I might start thinking about those soon against the Scythe of Ice. But every wave now starting to trend towards Radiant Base. Bot shoved in by Rezo. 3 members of Secret moving from mid up into Ancients.
I just need to pick off, man.
I mean, ITB see them coming. Frostbite to delay them moving forward. As Nisha, Chrysalis, they're getting on top of Ari. Tiny being focused. Artica can't really get in on top of anybody, so they'll just lose their Tiny here. And now Secret charging in. They see Supreme. Can they catch him in his BKB? Got the meatballs on them. Chrysalis thinking about the Wukongs, but a lot of magic damage coming his way. Jumping across. Still holding on to their Aegis, of course, while the Slark gets his BKB off and kills off the Tusk. But what now? It is BKB to run. He's keeping his eyes on him. Trying to find a Slark kill while Nisha in the back. Axe marking Zippe. Will be able to find this Venom. Ooh, maybe not with the ice wall down. Resolution chasing him, sights him, finds the kill. Another 2 swift takedowns by Secret as they get up to high ground. Puppey sidesteps the Sunstrike, but double catapults with Nisha frontlining. BKB's up, grabs the main and takes her out. And his base wide open for Secret. Buybacks start to come out. And Nisha looking a little worse for wear, but you can still X-Mark TP home and maybe return to the fight. The other side is not worth it. Oh yeah, and a Satanic. So they can stick around if they want to.
Nullify is quite impactful. Coming on Chrysalis, just because it makes these Yules on Tiny, 4 stars on CM and stuff. All these aren't very effective against Nullify. It purges them, and you're just kind of stuck there. It's like all this mobility that they're trying to itemize to deal with Secret's lineup means that none of it's really working.
Secret again, going in with a Hex. Altuca gonna give himself a bit of safety here with the Shadow Dance, but Resolution still doing damage through it. And Puppey found the jump on Supreme. Invoker away with a Death Shroud help. Rezo's beyond godlike though, killing the Maiden off. And Team Secret really transferring this net worth lead into insurmountable pressure against ITV. Still holding Aegis for another minute and a half. And they'll do this TP home, X-Mark back so they can keep themselves in this Radiant Ancient area.
Maybe at this point you gotta just consider the last ditch efforts of defending your base and playing off a tiny toss back. The Ari is one level away from AoE threat from Secret. Toss replies and target as well, which might make it easier. All this AoE threat from Secret. They even
Supreme sees Rezo pushing that bottom wave, and he's got Slark and Tiny with him. Got to catch Rezo. He's got that Trickster cloak. Goes in Veers, runs away. Yeah, Radiant even scanning the trees to figure out where he's gone.
It's so difficult playing into this gem when Secret have such lane presence. Because I think if you want to make plays like that, you need to ward like lanes in advance and stuff, so you see like the areas that people are moving into when they're falling back on the map. The Secret, for the most part, they're playing super forward. They're playing in a line outside of your base. Oh, are they gonna find Zayas maybe? Or Zayas is gonna find Taker?
Slark is afraid. Yeah, if you see one Secret hero, you expect everybody behind him. Nisha and Puppey not too far away. Wait, did Zayas see that? He did. Tiny blinking over him. Well, find the Tiny in this tree line. Resolution straight there. It was the high ground ward that spotted them just on the corner. Stampede, what's that for? It's for Chrysalis. He's BKB'd and looking to run away. Over on the left-hand side of the map. ITV, they force his BKB. Aegis is about to expire. I don't think Secret are going to be afraid. 41,000 net worth to the good. There's Nisha. BKB'd up. Getting bashed by the Slark, but Altuca's BKB wearing out quickly. So it's just a trade of the Magic community in that mid lane, and this is going to allow Resolution a bit of freedom just to walk up high ground. No, he doesn't want to do it. This is Secret being very respectful, very deliberate about their movements. Like that tier 3 is on 300 HP. Wouldn't take much to kill it off.
Maybe something they could do is on Secret side is X-Mark Siege. Like you just X your Lash, send him up, and then X-Mark him back. That is you. I think the reason why they're scared to do it is because of the Tornado and the Yules on Tiny.
Yeah.
Both of these can just, if you catch them at the end of the X, then yeah, it leaves you stranded. I'm just trying to think of all the ways that they could maybe poke. Because there's obviously like, you go up, as long as you kind of keep making sure you're turning around a bit, you can always force off them out. I think they're just scared of any situation where someone gets tossed back into the base, or someone dies or gets blown up. Boy, let's see them.
Supreme blinks away. Ari, the next target of choice, gets his avalanche before being hexed. Altuca jumps in, but the stuns are landing. The Slark down to half health, gets off the Shadow Dance and pounces out. BKB still on cooldown for him, and Supreme, 20 HP, gets back to high ground. But Team Secret, another decisive move, forcing ITV to stay in their base as the Sunstrike off the mark again. Zayas will TP home and survive. I think he even bought a Fairy Fire in the fountain there just to make sure.
Don't leave up to chance.
Secret probably thinking here, just wait for next Roshan, Get that Aegis in our hands, then we are much more comfortable securing our victory here.
They're not sweating with how they approach this, honestly. They're just going to keep trying to punish ITV every time they leave their base.
Block. Another pounce. Ready in a second, Puppy. Not landing his stun. It's like a severe lack of vision from both teams on this map. Usually we see 20 sentries, 5 observer wards all over the place. Against the Slug and against the Gem. There's lots of ways for both teams to remove a lot of this vision. Zaya's going to come back in and replace it. Prepare for the potential Roshan in 10 seconds.
I think they've sweeped on Secret from top to bot, and they know that there's no vision now on ITV. So this is why they're placing these wards now. It just means that they have the ability to always see where they're coming from, or going to, sorry, I should say, and have that ability to smoke to it. They are split right now, so this could be a perfect opportunity for Into the Breach.
Yeah. I mean, Puppy has his Aghanim Scepter. We have the cart of Centaur. How is he going to get farm? He's got 16,000 net worth on his Centaur now. Oh, no, I mean, imagine he puts the Lesh in the cart and just roams around with all that magic damage being pumped out. Keeping bottom now. Nisha with Rezo pouncing on Ari's Tiny. He does have buyback. I'm not sure.
What are you even carting?
The Lesh, right?
Yeah, but I mean, usually you cart because the idea is it's used as a save. But Into the Breach don't have any chain lockdown to threaten you. You would need to use the cart.
He's having a bit of fun, isn't he, Puppy?
Yeah, a little bit of a giggle.
What should I spend my money on? Oh, yeah, cart, Ether Lens, Octarine, yeah.
Radiant's courier just got killed.
I know a little bit about it because obviously I think everyone and their mother like messed around with it when it first came out. And if you do like a max range blink, it breaks the cart. Like if you were to hitch a ride with Fletch and then blink in, you can only do a small jump.
Okay.
So Porquito is gonna die.
Poor little maiden.
They can push high ground
mid
now.
as well. Yeah. And Radiant does have a glyph. 20 seconds for Roche. Something Secret are going to have in the back of their minds. There it is. Soft seed from Nisha. Just X mark. Go up. Get a couple of hits in. The EMP is going to be irritating as well, but now that's on cooldown. They can return to the high ground. The ITB down a hero, trying to fight 4v5 here seems like a losing battle, no matter where you look at it.
If we look at the buybacks,
The jump from Rezo. He's poking at them, and then X-Mark dragged back. Quite disciplined from Secret here.
Yeah, everyone, a lot of people have buybacks, Gary, so this fight could be... there is ways to throw if they commit all their buybacks on ITB after you've used your BKB and they start to hunt you down.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the Ghost Walk tagged onto Chrysalis, so they know he's nearby. Trying to get Zayat here with the gem. They're going to catch a glimpse of him in a second. Zayat, he guesses incorrectly, goes left instead of right. Nearly had Supreme here. He's going to show on that top wave now. Blinking into the tree, split earth. Oh, that was close. Ooh. There's still room for Secret. DD Rune is up at top. Roshan's alive. What's he holding? Refresher shard.
Oh, Roshan. Who are we talking about?
The big boy.
He doesn't hold things. He only hits people.
Doing the punches. ITB, this is going to be one of their last ditch efforts though. Looks like they want to go up to that high ground to the right hand side of Roshan. Some strike will scout it. Radiant kills it in fact. So that means Chrysalis snatches the Aegis. Nice little bit of bonus there for the Invoker. While Rezo, he just goes straight on in. Shiver's guards try to give a bit of vision. Catch onto Ari, and he refreshes up as well. Rezo with another stun follow through, finds a tiny wall down in the river. Zippe focused by the DD from Chrysalis. Pickups here from Secret, allowing them to chase forward. Another refresh up as Chrysalis just jumps onto the Maiden, nullifies, and should be able to swipe down with another Primal Spring. Catches out the Maiden for a double kill. And there's no buyback on the Venno. Otaka, Shadow Dance, Pounce. He does have a TP with his Trickster's Cloak. Not working against the gem. Zayat got revealed. He doesn't have the move speed to keep up with the Slark while back in the mid lane. Supreme has been forced to BKB against this Monkey and Kunkka. Aegis, not going to be claimed. Good attempt from the Supreme Invoker and the Sunstrike, another bit of chip damage. Focusing on objectives. The Ghost Ship fleet flying across the Kunkka. Look to finish off this barracks. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Hard defense.
Down to bottom they go. Melee racks in the mid lane, 20 health, just one hit away from dying. They'll let the creeps do the job there. Get 2 lanes for themselves, secret here. As Nisha refreshes himself.
Radiant's middle barracks have
refreshers galore. Like, Lesh has an orb, right, refresher orb. Monkey has refresher orb, and then we have the refresher shard, and Kunkka. They've just got so many BKBs and spells. They're ready to go in for like round 7 of fighting up in his high ground base. Everyone alive now from ITB. But with the Wukong's down, it's just impossible to initiate.
We have refreshers, so no more Wukongs now.
It's true. I keep one lane alive. Overwhelming blink. And the X mark back.
Radiant's courier has
Team
been
Secret
killed.
do still have an Aegis on the Monkey King.
Now they can wait for Wukongs to come up again and just do the same thing. Now that you have the additional ring, like this is what's keeping Tiny away from you. Ari wants to walk in and toss someone back. That's pretty much the only real play that they have to try and combat this high ground. When all these rings come out, I don't even know if the blink range is long enough for you to get in there unless you come from the side.
Yeah, it's hard. Did we see the cart in that last team fight? I want to say no.
I didn't want his puppy.
Oh, the John Rezzo here, but that's not the target you can really burst down and kill off. They're giving it a good old try, but Rezzo turns with his BKB. Eat it going. Deltica jumps away. It's Tiny is the one to die, but in comes Nisha, aiming for Zibe. Poisono is in on the Kunkka. Doesn't seem to bother Secret too much, though. 3 lanes converging towards the Radiant base. Slark has spotted a DD rune top. Maybe the edge he needs to actually stick it in one of these team fights. Going for a refresher of himself, so he's got multiple BKBs. But still requires a bit more money for buyback. 400 gold for it.
63k net worth lead. It's not looking hot for ITB. All they can really do is crazy smokes like this with creeps in their base, giving Secret all the knowledge that they need to know that they are definitely coming for them right now. They can just get back together. This should be right.
Yeah, something's not quite right with no one in the base. Tossed around, the travel's going to get cancelled out because of it, so they won't have that Lesh coming in. Tusk getting the punch in onto the Invoker, and the boat's crashing on top of them. It's a good freezing field BKB from Kadaro, and so is Wukong Commando, and they are getting through Chrysalis HP pool. Aegis down, Rezzo focused, also giving this DD rune, he's getting the job done. Kills off a couple, but now the return from Chrysalis and Nisha pouncing in towards the Slark as they also kill the Venom and the rest in that middle lane. Finding out the Tiny, the tossback's not going to help him. Puppy and Nisha surround the Tiny, but he blinks away. Gets out with his ninja gear. Dota Slark wants to continue fighting, but they've lost everybody now.
The hunt keep going from ITB. I mean, 2 dead, including Lesh. From now or never.
Supreme. Oh, Nisha knows he's there. Ghost Walk tagged him.
That DD damage, though. I mean, my god, he shredded Puppy. He shredded Chrysalis, and then he shredded Rezzo. That was terrifying. Presence of mind to go for that power rune on Otaker and using that high ground ward on that cliff to see it out. To instantly smoke up. I mean, yeah, okay.
Man.
Secret saw it coming. Sure, there's creeps in the base. There's no one there. They have to be running at us, right? But they were so spread out. They just didn't quite have everyone in position to sort of disengage from it. It's refresher. Actually, honestly, not bad. Getting the double Shadow Dance, the double EKB Depth Shroud, it let him live long enough in that fight. I mean, he didn't even die. They let him just keep going at Lestrange. Like, the biggest issue for him, I think this refresher was a pretty banging pickup.
I mean, our observer there, he's opened up the chat, he's looked at the kill feed. 1,674 gold from that Rezzo kill to Kadaro, and 2,200 spread across 3 heroes. That was a massive kill. It's a 50k worth on the track, but the catch on the Slark in the mid, they've got the chain stuns! He does have buyback, but that's a huge kill for Secret. Beautifully executed.
They're gonna wanna. They need to force that buyback. Pretty much is what they'll do now. Push this high ground, get the buyback, reset.
Has fallen.
Yes, X marks the spot.
Minutes until Roche spawn.
Yeah, and I don't think ITB can contend with mega creeps. They don't have the best ways of clearing out waves. If they lose this lane of barracks, it's lights out. Zibe, Ari smoked up, moving around, but the Wukong's command is down on the ground from Crystallis. There's a nice zone of control there as Rezo just getting his BB out. The pounce in from Altercare inside the Wukongs. As his shadow dance up and is chasing in towards Puppy. Can't latch onto a target, and they've got Nisha in the car. He's being dragged around and saved up by the Centaur. Now Rezo with the refresh back in towards them. Katara, Freezing Field gonna do a decent amount here and kill off Crystallis. Rezo, he's dying to that Freezing Field. The Crystal Maiden doing so much damage. Controlling up Secret as they try to push high ground, and the catch on the Zayas in the top corner there. Supreme finds another kill. ITV, they lose their racks, they kind of hold their base with a great team fight, but Secret, they committed. They got the buildings.
Use buyback on Crystallis. That is probably the biggest thing that came out of that defense. Like right now, obviously Rezo is this big endgame boss for them to deal with, but I think they've shown now with the refresher they have enough damage and gusto to kind of kill him. I mean, Kidara's doing so much damage with that freezing field as well. Now he's got his BK and he's going for a refresher as well. I mean, all that money he got from that Rezo kill paying off, isn't it?
He did the most damage in that fight, 6,500 compared to the Invoker's like 5.5, Slarked at 2.8.
Yeah, it's really, really powerful.
It's a 10k net worth swing as well. Another 7,000 gold going to ITB.
I do think that they can defend the mega creeps just with like Veno like walling up the base with this plague wards and all this stuff. Also, by the way, he has latent toxicity, but I don't think I've ever fully noticed it in these fights. I'm sure it's happening, but I'm like not realizing that the stuns are coming from him.
There's so much going on, right? There's Wukong statues, there's plague wards, tornadoes.
They're getting the fights that they want just from Slark being able to go in. I think the biggest thing, even though he's not doing the most damage, the biggest thing he is doing is putting himself in there and going on people with an Abyssal Blade, like locking people down. I've been stressing how little lockdown ITB have, so when they do have this double Abyssal Blade, basically, it's pretty good and gives Kidara that space to get a really good freezing field off, because they don't have a basher on the King or anything like that. Like, there's no way for them to cancel a freezing field other than just straight up trying to kill him, but he gets a lot of armor from that freezing field too. But yeah, Secret are in a really good spot. ITB can potentially get that game win if they're able to find and kill Crystallis. That's their biggest kill they can get.
It is right now. And yeah, just looking at these tier 5 neutral items coming out, we saw Puppy has the Book of the Dead, and that's going to be incredibly irritating for ITB when they're against Mega Creeps and Book of the Dead, with already the wave push that Secret have shown that they have.
Wait, when did it hit 64 minutes? What the hell?
We are deep in late game territory now, Cheapo. I mean, this is why you're absolutely right. The key points here are buybacks, and Crystallis, dying there, buying back. That is absolutely one of a pivotal scenarios for ITB to find a way back into this game. But Secret, they're going to smoke, keep them under the cosh, make sure that they're pressuring back into this base, not giving opportunities for ITB to smoke out and find kills. And Roshan's back up in 30 seconds. The 4th one this game, 5th one, I've lost track at this point. Monkey King, bouncing in, resolution, he's out of there. It looked like Ari might be jumping onto the ledge. Instead, they're clearing out waves and struggling to do so.
It's so scary, Gary. That usually when it gets to this late in the game, or when you know teams can chain stun you, you buy Neon Bits. But they don't have any on ITB, so if they do get caught out, I think that's why Rezo is so good at feels so confident to jump. Oh.
We've also got Seer Stone on Supreme, Ex Machina on the Slark.
That's huge. Triple Abyssal Blade.
Triple BKB.
Triple BKB, yeah. Jesus. So scary.
ITB pivoting into the pit. Trying to get a bit of a catch on Zayats, and here's Kidara with a freezing field inside the Wukong's command. There's a lot going on inside these circles, but Ari and Kidara will drop quickly. No buyback on the side. Finally, they found Supreme. Even under the Death Shroud, doing a lot of AoE damage into it, but he's going to get away. 4 stabs back to safety outside of the Wukongs. Rezo and Nisha trying to close the gap onto Otaka here. Throw the Nullifier at him, but Secret, they hold their ground. They know that this Wukongs is impenetrable, and ITB, they don't get their hands on anything. Secret still have an Aghanims and a cheese inside the pit to be grabbed up by Zayat.
Oh, Crystal's... Oh my god. I know he has ages, but he played that so close. Holy moly.
A tithe to the impurities.
They still have a lot of dots on him.
Just this game going so hard. I watched Slark pretty much that entire fight, and he just never ever committed, not a single time. He literally never jumped in, like not as a flame, but as a they clearly felt like they wanted to do this thing where they bait out stuff. They got 2 Wukongs out of them, right? They got their refreshers, they got their BKBs. I think they were hoping to kind of just force this sort of chase out, get out, and then be able to re-engage and just kind of find the right timing when they've used their big spells, the big things. I think, like, for Otaka, the most important thing is these Wukongs, these BKBs.
Like where they were there, right? When they had 3-4 heroes still alive, waiting by the little high ground up in that entrance area. If they're able to continue the fight after that additional Wukongs, we saw how low Secret were dropping. There is the potential for ITB to go back in round 4. The bell rings. Still got these swings out, but Secret find the jump in onto Zippe. Wukongs is out again as Otaka kind of trapped inside the circles. They've got Supreme locked in place. His BKB is worthless against that physical damage that Secret are bringing. Kitara with his freezing field are focused down by Chrysalis, or is it the other way around? Chrysalis half HP, but they do get the takedowns on the Venom and the Invoker. No Pylacal Maiden either. Chrysalis snowballed back into the Slark. They've chained Disable. There's a Taurus there. Otaka about to die. He's gone for 2 minutes. And Team Secret looks like they've got the W. ITV running out of options now. A Secret buy back on multiple heroes to TP into this Radiant base and close out Game 3 here. The tier 4s are falling, and Puppey, another great jump in, lets the split earth land from Rezo. Zayat will land a punch. Everybody dead on ITB, and the road ends for them. Secret will move forward.
Oh, what a big explosive fight to end things. It was so rough for ITB in that sort of setup with the Wukong's command out. He turned to Chrysalis as Slark and just could not do any of that damage into all that armor. Secret just had overwhelming amounts of items and ways to deal with these heroes. We saw even Zayat's on his tusk using that axe to just kick Otaka away from him. Like, do not come near me, Slark. I do not want you to hit me. And wasting that BKB time. The Nullifier as well, super impactful on Secret. Just meant that these 4-stars couldn't push Otaka to safety when he got hexed, when he got stunned.
And that mixture of joy and relief for Team Secret, right? Not just for the players, but the fans as well. They've now
What's your business?